Hey everybody, it's Sue from Firefly Pots. I'm actually in my garage, which is where my kiln is. It is a busy garage. I'll just show you real quick. It is also a workshop for my soon-to-be ex-husband, and lots of other stuff in it. And I get this tiny little spot here. So I'm going to show you a kiln opening. I haven't done one like this, so I will do my best to make it interesting. I did peek at the top. You saw that the top was open. So yeah, it's still a bit warm, so I'm going to wear my gloves. But yeah, I'll just take you through. I'm getting ready for another Mother's Day market tomorrow, for the weekend actually. And yeah, I have some pieces in here that I think would be good to add to what I've already got for the market. So anyway, here goes nothing. I know one of the first things is a bowl that I did. I'm kind of going with a bit of a fluid design these days, meaning like I think this one was handmade. And yeah, of course it was handmade. And then all of this is powder turquoise on the inside, the pearl white around the edges, and then I did sandstone on the bottom, or on the back. So you can see where the sandstone and the powder turquoise and the pearl white kind of did a lovely effect actually. Yeah, this I would probably have preferred a little less of a sharp line, but nonetheless, I think somebody will probably like it. So that's a simple dish. I also have two butter dishes. I used Lucy, is it Lucy? Oh, West 2 Ceramics. So she had this, talked about this butter dish template that she used, and so I ordered it, and okay, a couple things stuck, but I was also being lazy because when I glazed this, which is the lid, I'll show you that in a sec, I wanted to actually have it all glazed all around. Not sure how much I love this one, but anyway, it says, I don't know if you can see that, it says butter me. Yeah, I was kind of trying a bit of a cheeky, approach to making a butter dish. So looks like I didn't do a really great job. Doesn't really fit as well as it should, as you can see. So probably not going to be able to actually go ahead with that one. But anyway, this is indigo float. I just wanted to do a simple indigo float blue butter dish. So that's too bad. That one didn't work out. The next one, hopefully this one will be better. It's the same design, and this time what I've used here is Speedball Lemon Drop on the bottom, which is really like, it's just a very nice, sort of buttery yellow glaze. And then I did the same thing, propped my top on those stilts, and I think that actually is probably what has warped the covers. So that's a good lesson, because the covers were not warped before, but because they were on an angle on the top of the kiln, they have kind of warped. So anyway, this is really pretty, I think. What it is Speedball Dragon's Eye on the top. And then where it meets with Speedball's Lemon Drop, it's just beautiful. It's got a lovely white, kind of edge to it. But unfortunately, it's warped. So that's not good. I don't know anyone who's going to want a warped butter dish that doesn't actually sit flat. Anyway, but that's really cool. I will do that again. That's very cool. All right, what is this? The real-time kiln opening failure drama that I've watched. Now I'm feeling it. Ugh. Anyway, all this is the bottom of, oh, this looks like something kind of got on there. The bottom of a pot. I couldn't get the lid in when I was doing the firing, so the lid is not fired, but the bottom is. And this is just the, what do you call it? The glaze, which is stone from Amico, and honey flecks on the top. So it's just a little pot, half of one. And then I find at markets that I do a relatively decent, you know, sort of business of like little trinket type dishes. This one's interesting. I think this actually is tropical teal, and where I wiped it back, there's 3 little birds. You probably can't see that, but and then it also broke over that texture, so it kind of looks a little bit wonky. Okay, so far my first shelf is not good. So anyway, I will take my kiln shelf out and see if we did better on the next one. And I actually think we did. So I can see that there are some nice pieces. Yay! Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's start with another butter dish. This one I hand through. And this one worked out great. It's a little interesting looking, I think. You know, with the lid, or sorry, not the lid, but the handle that I'm using, which is sort of a funny shape. But yeah, this is just Aurora green. So, and it fired really well, warped a little bit. You can see it was round. Now it's a bit oval. But I think it's okay. It's not perfect, but isn't that kind of what pottery is all about, right? Not perfect, but I think somebody will look at this and say, that's really quite nice. All right, so 1 out of 3 butter dishes so far, that's gone okay. And then I have a second one, which I just did in soft aqua. Oh, it seems to be okay. I was thinking it was going to be too stuck. Yeah. I really love these glazes, all the soft spectrum glazes, but they run so much. Gosh. Anyway, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work to get that one off because, as you can see, there was a little bit of glaze on there. But if you can imagine, this one has a bottom similar to the other. And I think that actually it'll be fine. I'll be able to fix it all up. But probably a bit more of a traditional butter dish. So just in the soft aqua. And then I'm kind of surprised at this, but because I fired one already and it worked out fine. But this was the rose cutter that I got from Audrey Berm, and it's cracked, which is too bad. It's on the plainsman coffee clay, and because it cracked, there's some glaze that has kind of gone through the crack onto the cookie, so the cookie is stuck. So yeah, so this one is not going to go well. So far, this is not a great kiln opening, hey? But anyway, I'll tell you what this is. This is actually just ginger from Spectrum. And then I put some little drops of shallot on top. And yeah, on this coffee clay, I wouldn't do that again. I don't like that, the color of it. Somebody might, but it doesn't matter because it's cracked. And my second one is a similar story. So it's got a big crack. That's too bad. And then all this one was sunrise with I think it was also with some drops of shallot. So that's pretty. I would do that again on the coffee clay. This time, this is, okay, the cookie came off and it was fine. But yeah, this is the coffee clay. So I like the glaze combination. Looks pretty, but that's going in the bin. All right, let's see how we did here. Okay, this is just a small lidded pot. And I've got wadding in there. I'll see if I can knock it off. But, you know, I've used this glaze quite a bit, and almost every time I've used it, it's done the same thing. So you think I would have learned. But this is Seafoam by Laguna. And I really love the color. All it is Seafoam. Oh, good. So there we go. So the top came off perfectly fine. The wadding also comes off really easily. Yeah, it actually just fell off. And then here's another one. This one I might, oh no, it's good too. So, so it's just Seafoam inside and Seafoam out. It's 2 coats. I did take it quite close to the bottom. And so I've got some drips, and yeah, I might be able to salvage this one, but it's going to take some grinding, that's for sure. But it is a nice little lidded pot. So that one is that, and then I have another one here. I was actually really looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. Okay, so this one I did the same way. Looks like it fired fine. It's just, again, a small pot, and I don't think it has run, which is good. And this one is Georgie's Robin's Egg Blue matte on the bottom and Honey Flux on the top. And then Honey Flux on the inside. And then I tried to just put a little bit of Georgie's matte Robin's Egg over top of the Honey Flux. It looks okay. Like, I don't think it changes the ability for the pot to be sellable, but it is not, I wouldn't do that again over top because it just looks like a big kind of yellowy blob. But this actually is, this is lovely. Yeah. Sorry for my gloves being so crappy. I gotta get some new gloves. But yeah, so I think that is quite pretty. Yeah, it looks like I might have a, oh, no. Looked like I had a pinhole, but I don't. And then I've got the cookie stuck to the bottom, but, oh no, it's not. There you go. And then that's what I did to the top is, it doesn't fit as nicely as I would have hoped. But on the top is the same Robin's Egg matte by Georgie's and Honey Flux. And then I decided to just try and, you know, do some layers to see if I could get that effect. And that's kind of what I got. So it's cute. I think somebody will like that. Probably will go with someone's bathroom. You know. All right. So that is not totally lost. I'm going to pause because this next shelf I have to take out, and there's tons of kiln props, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm on to my third shelf, and I have a fourth. The third shelf is going to have the mostly big items, and then the fourth shelf is mostly some little small trinket dishes. So depending on, anyway, I'll just show you. All right, so this is just a simple bowl. It's on plainsman coffee clay. That's kind of nice, actually. Just the way it looks on the bottom. Yeah, and all it is just 3 coats of sandstone. Yeah. I had someone come by and like just get super excited about this plate that I had, and it was on a white plainsman clay. but I had it in sandstone and she was just in love with it. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll keep trying to see if people like this. It's not my taste, but it is beautiful. Anyway, it's just a single bowl. And then I have something new that I'm trying. This is, and I think many others have done. This one's actually just on a Plainsman 370, but it's the combination of spoon rest, garlic grater, and herb stripper. And so yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that Lindy Lou Pottery has done something. I mean, I think everyone has their own version of this, but this was asked for specifically by a friend of mine. And then I actually put in, I stamped in rest at the bottom here, grate over to the side. And then I was being a little bit more cheeky and I said strip at the top. Yeah, the glaze has worked out nicely. This is tropical teal. So, and you can see how it's kind of breaking greener in some places and then more teal in others. I did wipe it back a bit on the garlic grating part because I really didn't, I've done one of these before and it didn't work out very nicely, but this is nice. I think people will, I think this one worked out fine. I don't mind the glaze. I'll have to look at what goes with tropical teal because, that is something that I might want to do in a different, in an actual combination. I'm disappointed to see this. This is a nice big bowl that I did. I was going for the Northern Lights effect. I hadn't done this one before. I've done a Northern Lights combo, but that one that I did was blue rutile, smoky merlot, and seaweed over obsidian. Whereas for this one, I just did seaweed. I've seen Kim and Todd Unseth do this so many times and it looks beautiful. But for me, you can see exactly where I put the seaweed, which I don't know, kind of looks a little funny in my opinion. This is not a round bowl. Again, I'm trying out some new styles of how to create bowls. But other than the fact that I don't like exactly the blotches or the blobs of seaweed, there's something that must have fallen off of the kiln shelf and landed right in the middle there. Right there. So I'm probably either gonna have to refire this. Actually, if I refire this, maybe somebody can help me with how do I get it to look way more like beautiful Northern Lights than blobs of something. So yeah, anyway. Okay, I gotta get one more kiln chef out, so I'm gonna pause you again. Okay, so I'm on my very last shelf and I'm happy because I forgot I had one more big bowl in here that I was looking forward to seeing, and I think it actually looks like it worked out. So again, like a different shape. This is coffee clay. Gotta, do some cleanup there. But this glaze is the Jungle Gems. Oh my gosh. Pink Plum. It's the one that I think Lucy at West 2 Ceramics got from one of her exchanges with the group of 4 UK potters. Anyway, I think that's what it is. But I just love it. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. I just love it. Now, it looks like there might be 2 pinholes. Unfortunately. I don't know if you can see that. Of my shadows. There's one of them. So, but yeah, this is beautiful, I think. It's definitely an unusual shape. But I'm happy with the glaze, and the glaze effect over the dark clay. And then I have another little bowl similar to the other one that I took out at the very beginning. Although that bowl, which is this one, was on plainsman 370 clay, and this one is plainsman coffee clay. So it's interesting to see that the glaze results are so similar, hey? Like the type of clay didn't matter. Anyway, I did a very similar thing, except for I didn't put the sandstone on the bottom. Again, this is just like a little, you know, I guess pinch pot or small, unusually shaped bowl. And I didn't plan it this way, but it could look nice as two bowls, although they're different color clays, so we'll see. I have an interesting looking rose dish. This one didn't crack, so yay! So Audrey, yeah, I love it, by the way. I think your cutters are just beautiful. What I did with this, probably wouldn't do again. I had my honey flux and my stone glaze out, and I thought, well, I want to try and see what it might look like. Well, the matte stone around the edge is not very pretty, I think. And then the honey flux in the middle, when on the coffee clay, kind of went this bluish color. So I don't know. Does that look like a flower that would actually live in nature? No. But it's a really pretty dish. So that one is at least survived. And then I have a ton of little dishes that I tried kind of as I had my clay or my glazes open. Yeah, they're still too hot. I just used whatever glaze I was using. So, God, my gloves are so bad. This one is just Aurora green, and I wiped back in the middle. It's a hummingbird. This one, I think, is lemon drop, and there's a hummingbird. That's sweet. This one is just honey flux with a little flower stamped in the middle of the flower. I have no idea what this one is. That's interesting, eh? Shoot. You know what it might be? It might actually just be pearl white, but I actually don't remember now that I'm looking at it. It's pretty. It really looks almost like a clear glaze, but I know it's not because I didn't use one. And then these are just smaller ones. What is this? Shoot. Another hummingbird. This one's a shell-shaped. There's some little birds. Oh, this is just soft aqua. Aqua. This one is power turquoise. The little hummingbird in the middle. The other thing I wanted to say is that I actually used the gold, if you can see that. You see that's the stamp of the hummingbird. It's not perfect, but I used the gold marker, the Sharpie marker, as a wax resist kind of approach to keep the glaze off. And it works. Yeah. Anyway. And then last couple of things, I was just fooling around with little stamps. It's a heart dish, and I think that one was honey flux. This one is also honey flux. What I tried to do on this one was, oops, nothing broke. What I tried to do on this one was a little bee on the inside, and I put yellow underglaze on the bee. So some of the honey flux took it over, but it looks okay. And then this is cute. This is just little dog footprints, and it's with sandstone. So pretty cute. And that is it, I think. So yeah, some okay things. I'm really bummed now that I'm processing it about those 2 butter dishes, not the round ones, but the rectangular ones. And not a ton has come out perfect, so I'm not gonna be able to take much of this to the market, but this is probably my kiln favorite. It's just the idea of this. If it didn't have 2 pinholes, I think it's really pretty as, you know, just like a small serving dish. And I love it on the dark clay. So yeah, anyway, there you go. My first live kiln opening. I promise I'll get some new gloves. Yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for everybody that's, you know, contributed to helping me learn about new glazes and new glaze combinations. And if you can, subscribe, like, I really appreciate all your comments. And yeah, anyway, have a wonderful day. Thanks, bye.